This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. We have assembled the world's finest sports and trivia dorks to prove once and for all that we are just as bad at this as we were at sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us worth the pine, and we have done it, episode 269. It's probably not. I don't care. I know it's not, Matt. Don't shake your head at me.
So close. So close.
So close. Only one off.
Oh, really?
Yep, 270.
Nice. 270. I'm your host, Deed, and today's game will be pitting Benchwarmer team of that man, Matt Doherty, and Marcus versus Mason and assistant coach Tim Geving. Welcome back, Tim. It's been a minute.
Actually, no. We did the WrestleMania thing, and that was fun. They'll name that tune.
We love having you on. Why don't you take a minute, remind us of how great you are and how many times you've won.
Well, let's not start with that.
Dude, like salt in the wound right there, huh?
Right. Spent the day at the old Illinois State Fair today, so I ate copious amounts of fried food, most of it on a stick. So I'm just going to kind of lay here and let Mason take the reins, answer all the questions.
Mason, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. Just getting back to the swing of teaching. So, yeah, that's about it. Son just started daycare yesterday, so that's been an interesting adventure. He has not adjusted very well, which we kind of anticipated anyway, but hopefully it'll get better. But Tim has a team name, even though, as we talked about before we started recording, this may age very badly by the time you hear it, but I'll let him give the team name.
So after this past weekend when Caleb Williams led the Bears to probably a 4-touchdown victory, we're going to say our team name is going to be Caleb Williams for MVP.
Listen, I'm here for it. They destroyed the Bills, and all I hear on local radio is that was their second preseason game, and I forget what other excuses they were using. It was just funny to me. I'm just like, it's preseason, relax. Anyway. All right, over to Matt and Marcus. How you boys doing?
I guess I'll go first since Marcus has our team name. I'm fine. My teeth, words and language and things. So my teeth hurt. So yeah, Marcus.
Oh, wow. Yes, I'm doing well. By the time this episode comes out, we will be in game week, but next Wednesday, we start practice officially. So I'll officially be coaching a week from when we're recording this. So getting ready for that and looking forward to football finally starting to get out of this hellscape that is, the Olympics helped for sure, but this hellscape of watching sports is back. So anyways, and our team name with football season coming up. Matt and I have both joked on this numerous times about who is the real UW, because both of the schools that we love decide to call themselves that. And now we're in the same conference. So our team name is UW times 2.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep it professional today, even though no one thinks I can, and throw it over to Dan for the rules.
The game will consist of 4 quarters of play, each with different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them as we go along. Like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from their points accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains, to be honored like the true benchwarmers they are. All right, let's get this game underway.
All right. Today's first quarter will be pre and post game.
Pre and post game. For this quarter, there will be 4 before and after style questions. For example, if I said, what all-time leader in receptions for the Indianapolis Colts was a Notre Dame safety drafted by the Minnesota Vikings, the answer would be Marvin Harrison Smith. Each question is worth 25 points.
All right, pre and post game question number 1. Dodgers standout rookie pitcher who won the gold medal at the Tokyo Olympics, and a very old White Sox manager from 21 and 22 who also won 3 World Series as a manager.
We can check in.
All right, UW times 2 checked in. Caleb Williams for MVP. Talk it out.
We're going to be here all night trying to come up with a first name for this guy.
I'm going to be lenient.
I don't think we're close to it.
Just give it a shot.
Can I just throw some syllables together? Can we do a Robertinson, but for a first name?
Be careful, Mason. This is how people get canceled.
Yeah. I have a wife and a kid. I can't lose my job here.
Can't lose your podcast job.
No, that I make no money off of. All right, well, if this is my last episode, I guess I'll go down to Blaze of Glory here.
So we obviously know that. I mean, we know everything but the first name.
The last name is Yamamoto. Tony La Russa is the rest of it. I think it's a long name.
I have no clue.
I think it's something like what you sent, but I can't tell you for sure.
No one wants to say what he says.
I don't know. No.
It's making it sound a lot worse than what I actually said.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
You not saying it, I think, makes it worse.
Say it.
Which one of us wants to take the plunge here?
It's just like Hirishibu is what I was thinking.
He said he'll be lenient. Just guess.
But I don't have anything. We don't have anything
what?
concrete. Can we just guess a letter?
Sure. If you give me the first letter, I'll allow it. 1 in 26 chance. Go for it.
What letter do you want to go with?
I don't think it's A. I don't know. C? No, we can't do. Let's just punt. I don't want to take letter. I don't want to take points for the one letter.
Yeah, I feel like it is kind of a cheap way to get points, I imagine, but yeah.
It's something Yamamoto, Tony La Russa. I don't got the front. I don't have it.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't have first name.
All right. UW, your answer, please.
So we got LaRusso pretty quick. Marcus said it was Yoshi something, and I said, well, even before that, I said it's that Yamamoto guy, and he said it's something like that starts with Yoshi, and that sparked a memory. So I think it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto LaRussa.
Super confident. One team getting their points is Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Tony La Russa, whatever. Yeah.
If you can't say it, how are we supposed to?
I can say it.
So when you said lenient, would you have accepted Yoshi? Because if I hadn't been able to, well, if Matt was the one who came up with Yoshinobu, if we had said Yoshi Yamamoto, would you have taken it?
I probably would have, because it's Yoshi.
Yeah.
I will say I was pretty close with Hirishibu. Like I was along the lines, like, but
Not close enough.
Canceled.
right.
Yeah. See what other cultures we get to offend during this game.
All right, let's move on to question number 2. The 2012 Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl MVP, but probably better known for his suspension in 2015 and 2016, and holding out, missing the entire 2018 season for the Steelers, and at the time of this recording, leads the MLB in stolen bases.
We can check in.
All right, UW checked in. Caleb Williams for MVP. Talk it out.
Oh, I think I got it. Is that Le'Veon Bell?
That would make sense.
And Ellie De La Cruz is the back half?
Oh, yeah. That tracks.
Le'Veon Bell, De La Cruz?
Le'Veon Belly De La Cruz?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, say it again, Mason. Let's check that.
We're going to go with, while we're talking about Le'Veon Bell's stomach, but Le'Veon Belly De La Cruz.
And over to UW, please.
Yes. Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl was really going to test my knowledge, and then you followed up with these suspensions, and I said, okay, so that's Le'Veon Bell, and every time he's on base, it seems, he has zero fear of getting thrown out, and Ellie De La Cruz runs at every chance he gets. So we also checked in Le'Veon Belly De La Cruz.
Both teams getting their points. Yes, it is Le'Veon Belly De La Cruz. And saying it out loud, I just realized that it did make, belly. Cool. All right. Question number 3. 2024 MLB All-Star Game MVP and current MLB triples leader with 13 and was a lottery pick by the Lakers straight out of high school. No, it's not Kobe.
We'll check in.
All right. Caleb Williams for MVP has checked in. UW. Talk it out.
Oh, I now have the front half. I kind of forgot, and he's in the news for other things these days. So the front half is Jarren Duran for the Red Sox. I'm pretty positive he was the MVP.
So the straight out of high school era was like from 94 to like 2008 8,
Well,
right?
Moses Malone did before that, but
Well,
yes.
yeah, there was way back.
But
yeah.
like the influx of guys,
the most popular ones, yeah.
by the Lakers straight out of high school.
Would you say it was Duran?
Yeah. So my thought is it could be somebody who didn't necessarily play for the Lakers, but they were drafted by the Lakers.
Yeah.
Because the NBA are a bunch of children and they don't acknowledge trades until after and make people wear hats of teams they're not going to play for.
Stupid, yeah.
Okay, wait. I know Randy Foye was picked really high. But that was by Minnesota, wasn't it?
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I was just thinking of anybody that I know that was picked in the lottery named Randy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have this because, like I said, Randy Foye is like the only name that's coming to mind. Like, obviously, I immediately thought of Kwame Brown, but that doesn't fit. I don't know. I don't think I have it. You got anything?
I mean, no, especially if it's somebody within the last, 15 years or something like that. I'm certainly not going to have it. So I don't know draft picks.
Let's just say Randy Foye so we at least have an answer and maybe
Sure.
we remembered it wrong. So
that's fine.
We're going to check in with Jaron Durandy Foye.
Okay, and over to Caleb Williams for MVP.
Yeah, so I remember Jaron Duran recently also because he's been in the news. So I remember seeing some stuff about that. We'll touch that with a 10-foot pole. But for the second half, if I remember correctly, this guy's the youngest player to play in the NBA when he after he came in, he played right away. I think y'all had too much of the Duran part because we checked in with Jaron Durandrew Bynum.
Yes, one team getting points here. Yeah, Marcus, when you guys were talking, I'm like, I quickly went and double checked. I'm like, he did come straight out of high school, right?
Yeah, I forgot about the high school part because I don't know why I was talking about Villanova legend Randy
I was just
Foye.
gonna say Villanova legend Randy Foye. I'm like,
yeah, that's on me. I you're hosting, and I said, read the whole question. What's that?
So yes, it was Jaron Durandrew Bynum. Yeah, and Andrew Bynum. I don't know if you've seen him nowadays. He's quite large.
He was large to begin with, and
the other way now.
And right now, if you feel like it, because I know it's there, because sometimes I revisit it just for fun. Andrew Bynum, Sasha Vujicic. Just look that up on YouTube. Very funny.
All right, let's move on to question number 4. Final question, pre and post game. Guardians left fielder, who's currently third in batting average behind Aaron Judge and Bobby Witt Jr. And the big name acquisition by the Yankees in December of 2023, currently with 30 home runs at the time of this recording.
Okay, we'll check in.
All right, Caleb Williams for MVP is checked in. UW, talk it up.
Stephen Kwan's the first.
Yeah, that's the name I was thinking
first
of.
part. Yeah.
Juan Soto?
Yeah, there you go. Kwan and Juan. That's pretty good. That's good.
We got it.
That is very good. Yeah. So we'll check in with Stephen Kwan Soto.
And over to Caleb Williams for MVP.
Yeah, Tim sent me the back half right away. And first person I can think of, Guardians outfielder that would be high in batting average is Stephen Kwan. So yeah, we check into the same thing. Stephen Kwan Soto.
Perfect. Both teams getting their points again here. Yeah, Stephen Kwan is third behind, everybody on the Yankees. Like, can we stop saying that they bring up their own prospects? Was it one ever?
Oh, that's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Jeter, right?
Jeter and now Judge, right? That's
it.
Those
are the two. Everything else has been bought, and that's fine.
All right. So after the first quarter, we have Caleb Williams for MVP with 75 and UW times 2 also with 75.
We wanted to let you know that we are on Patreon if you'd be interested in supporting us financially. Your contributions will be used to help us cover the costs that it takes to bring you the high-quality sports trivia you have come to expect from us. There's also some great perks that come with the Patreon membership to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, including bonus episodes and Benchwarmers swag. You can find us at patreon.com/benchwarmerstp. Thanks.
And that brings us to the second quarter, and today's second quarter will be Sporting Haiku.
Oh, gee, many cripes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Get your abacus ready. Count the souls.
Sporting Haikus. For this quarter, there will be 4 questions in haiku form. Each question is worth 25 points.
Question number 1, Sporting Haiku. 35 inches. The hardest trophy to win, named after a lord.
We'll check in.
UW's checked in. Caleb Williams for MVP. Talk it out.
Yeah, I don't know if we're overthinking this or not.
Right, I agree. Stanley Cup, Lord Stanley,
Right. I mean, that's the first thing. It's about 3 feet tall, right? That
I would
seems
agree.
reasonable. I guess it's the hardest trophy to win. I don't know what criteria we're going off of for that, but
All right, yeah, let's do it. I think it is the Stanley Cup. Check it in.
Okay, and over to UW's.
So we were debating what did hardest to win mean, and I think the reason we came also with Lord Stanley's Cup is because it's the longest playoff. 4 rounds of 7 games potentially, so 4 rounds of 4, so you have to win a minimum of 16 games. So we are checking in with Stanley's Cup, the Lord Stanley's Cup.
All right, both teams getting their points here. Yes, the correct answer is the Stanley Cup. The line, the hardest trophy to win, it's just because when you watch the playoffs, it's referred to as the hardest trophy to win in all of sports. Biased or not, I don't care. All right, question number 2. 56 inches, married to football player, France, 3 gold medals.
So we're ready to 3, 2, 1 check in and 3, 2, 1 answer the question together.
Well, how about we just, whatever. You guys know. Go ahead.
So 3, 2, 1.
Check
Simone
in.
Biles.
Oh, Marcus just
What's happening?
I thought we would say we're ready to check in
Checking
first.
in together, and then you're 3, 2. Never mind. All right. So,
My bad.
So we all checked in. So now we can 3, 2, 1 the answer.
Oh, wow. I wasn't paying attention.
So
Sorry,
3,
everyone.
2, 1. Simone Biles.
Simone Biles.
it was the worst thing I've ever heard.
Ever.
All right, yeah.
You can fix that afterwards, right? Perfect.
I don't know. Ask Taco. He'll let you know how that went.
Taco here in the editing bay. I tried to fix it. I really did, but I couldn't. It was that much of a mess. So it all stayed in. Yay. Back to the episode.
All right. Yes, both teams getting points. The correct answer is Simone Biles. And did she retire? Did she not? I don't know. Everyone says she did. And then there was like rumors that she's still going to show up in 4 years. Anyway, question number 3. 91 inches. Did box a football player. 6 threes in 1 game.
All right, we'll check in.
All right, UW checked in. Caleb Williams for MVP. You guys can discuss.
So he's 7'7", right?
yeah. Who did he box?
I want to say it's Refrigerator Perry, but I don't think it was him.
That would be funny if it is. I'd go back and watch that.
But yeah, I think it's Manu Bowl.
Yeah, he had that one half in that one game where he just started firing threes and making them all. So yeah, that checks out.
All right, let's check in with Manu Bowl.
All right, and over to UW's.
Yeah. He absolutely boxed the fridge, and it's pretty grotesque to watch 2 people with complete opposite body compositions fight each other. And we are also checking in with Manute Bowl.
Both teams getting their points here. Yes, the correct answer is the late Manute Bowl. The only thing I've seen that is more awkward than him boxing the fridge is Manute Bowl on ice skates. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but you don't want to see that. And my favorite NBA highlight of all time is Manute Bowl just going off in that game from beyond the 3-point line. It was just the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I imagine that Manute Bowl ice skating was the inspiration for Slender Man.
It's bad. So bad. Anyway, question number 4. Pile of human waste. Seriously, hot garbage. She owned a ball club.
Oh my gosh. We'll check in.
UWs have checked in. Caleb Williams for MVP. Talk it out.
This is one of Ede's famous women missing link answers. Yeah, I remember this very vividly.
But everything checks out. She was a pile of human waste and serious hot garbage. So yeah, let's check in with the March shot.
All right, and over to you, Dubs.
Yeah, March shot.
Last game I hosted, I'm pretty sure somebody said expected me to write a March shot question, and I didn't. So I figured, you know what, I'm due.
Please tell me halftime is not Weird Al lyrics.
We're gonna find out.
Oh,
Because
my God.
that's next. So after the second quarter, we have UWs times 2 with 175, and Caleb Williams for MVP also with 175. That brings us to halftime.
It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 3 entertainment questions. Each question is worth 25 points.
So for halftime, each question you will have a choice. You can either hear some TV lyrics or 5 characters from the same show, and you just have to name the show.
These are lyrics from the theme song.
From the theme song, yes. All right.
Let's do theme songs.
Yeah, I feel like that's a better choice. And we'll see how the first one goes, and then we have the choice on the third one. If we really don't like it, we can just switch it up. But yeah, I'm fine with that.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, TV lyrics is what we're going to go
All
with.
right. So for question 1, we're going to go with lyrics. And here are the lyrics. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have.
We can check in.
All right. UW's checked in. Caleb Williams for MVP. Talk it out.
The facts of life. The facts of life.
All right. And UW's.
When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, and suddenly you're finding out the facts of life are all about you. You. Yeah, facts of life.
All right. Both teams getting their points. Yes, if you ever watch Chappelle's show when he does the cover of that, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. All right. Question number 2. The option goes to the UW boys. Do you want lyrics or characters?
I'll let you pick, Matt. You were all over that last one.
Yeah. Now this is like sitting there going like, are all these going to be like in my wheelhouse? So I was originally going to go characters, but I mean, when he did facts of life, I was like, dang, now I'm going to go.
So it's up to you, man.
Let's go lyrics again. Let's do it.
All right. Question 2, we're doing lyrics. We run, we jump, we swim and play. We row and go on trips, but the things that last forever are our dear friendships.
We can check in.
UW's has checked in. Caleb Williams for MVP. Mason, love the look on your face. Talk it out.
It sounds like that Gwendolyn Brooks poem where the lines are like disconnected. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Hopefully somebody gets that reference.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the Be Real Cool poem that I read in 9th grade English where the lines are like disconnected. Anyway. Do you have anything, Tim? I have nothing.
It sounds like a kid show. Is
Yeah.
it like Teletubbies or
There's no way that's Teletubbies. It's like a summer camp show.
that's Salute Your Shorts? That I do know. But I think that there's so many other lines in there that I thought he would use, but
Wait, what? What is that? I didn't even know what you said.
Salute Your Shorts.
Oh,
It's a show.
sure. I imagine it
Summer
is.
camp. Yeah, let's go with Salute Your Shorts because it has a rhyming pattern. And yeah, let's go with Salute Your Shorts. I think that might be it.
All right. Over to UW's.
Oh, that was agonizing. We run, we jump, we swim and play. We row and go on trips, but the things that last forever are our dear friendships. And it's absolutely Salute Your Shorts.
Yes. And I didn't give the characters for the first question, but I'll give the characters for this. It would have made it easier. We have Bobby, Sponge, Telly, Ugg, and Donkey Lips.
Donkey Lips would have gotten me there, but I'm glad we picked lyrics because that was.
Glad you were here for that one because I would have never got that.
Camp Anawana, we hold you in our hearts.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought it would
That's
go
what
with.
you were
That's
thinking.
where I thought.
That's what you
and
thought
it
he
makes
was
you
doing.
want it and then have him say fart real out at the end,
Yeah.
right? Like
All right. Now for question 3, Caleb Williams for MVP. You guys can pick characters or lyrics.
I don't like this. This is not fun.
no, I think we stay here. Maybe Matt will sing again and we get that. Or
That was very, I like his smooth melodic tones. It was very
Oh,
nice.
thank you. Thank you very much.
I agree. I was really enjoying our pick on that first one after I heard Matt sing. All right. So yeah, let's just stay with lyrics.
All right. Back to lyrics for question 3. And here we go. But well, there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls, because all I see is a tower of dreams with real love bursting out of every scene.
We're going to check in.
You just checked it. Caleb Williams for MVP. You can talk it out.
I really think it's Full House, but
I don't think it is because I've seen that show enough times. That's the first. I know I don't watch much TV. It showed up at like 11 o'clock at night on Nick at Night or whatever. So I've seen it enough times. That's the one that starts Whatever Happened to Predictability, Milkman, Paperboy, Evening TV or whatever, and it just doesn't fit the Everywhere you look.
If I didn't sound like a donkey in heat, I would sing. But I think because I have it, but like, because
Magic Clue? What is
yeah,
that?
but there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. And then it's like, because all I see is a tower of dreams with the real love bursting out of every scene. Days. It's Full House. I know it's Full House.
Okay, I trust you. I don't remember that at all.
All right, Full House. We'll check in with Full House.
All right. And the UW boys.
We wanted to hear you sing, Matt.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I knew when this came up, I was sitting there thinking I know the song and I knew where it came from, but I don't know the song all that well. Not like I know. So I want to hear you sing it, Marcus. I mean, those dulcet tones.
No,
Come on,
I'm not
buddy.
going to sing it.
No, do
because
it.
I just no.
I sang and Tim sang.
No.
Come on now.
No.
You have to sing.
I already did.
What did you
sing? Salute your shorts.
Oh,
you nerd. Anyways, we gotta keep this rolling. This is 1,000% Tim. I'm so hurt for you because you knew the lyrics, you knew the tune, but it's Family Matters.
Oh,
and that's what we're checking in with.
Wrong TGIF.
Yes, you were a half hour too early. I think it was Full House and Family Matters. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Whatever. But the characters I had were Eddie, Richie, Waldo, Harriet, and Carl.
I'm so glad we did lyrics, though. I know I still screwed it up, but I'm so
you
glad
had the song perfectly. You had it all.
You had it. You had the tune and everything. I was like, oh no, he's gonna say the wrong thing.
Like I couldn't get to the actual hook, and I was like, either way.
One team getting their points there. The correct answer is Family Matters. So yeah, sorry, Tim. All right. So after halftime, we have a score of Caleb Williams for MVP with 225, and UW times 2 has taken a lead. They're at 250. All right. Now on to the second half, and today's third quarter will be, sorry, Matt, the missing link.
The missing link. This quarter will consist of 5 questions with theme-linked answers. The teams will attempt to answer the questions and guess the theme. Each question is worth 20 points. If a team checks in first via chat to the host with the correct theme before the 5th question, they will earn 100 points. The other team can still earn 50 points with the correct theme guess. If neither team has checked in with the correct theme before the 5th question, each team can earn 50 points with the correct answer to the theme after the 5th question.
All right. 5 men. Are we checking in with that? Tim, start off
Human beings.
Watch this animals. This is all animals.
Maybe.
We must human be.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Things you would find at a Hungarian bakery.
Question number 1. What NBA Hall of Famer was invited by Bob Knight to try out for the United States men's basketball team for the 1984 Summer Olympics? He made it all the way to the final cuts, but was not selected for the team despite outplaying almost all of the front court players there. According to Knight, he was cut because of his poor defense. He would go on to win 2 gold medals as a member of Team USA in 92 and 96.
We'll check in.
UW's checked in. Caleb Williams for MVP. Got about 30 seconds.
This is making me question everything I know.
We've named pretty much the whole front court, I think, from the 92 team. So now it's a matter of picking which name we're going to go with.
Yeah.
I think the one we feel best about is Karl Malone because I think he got drafted mid-80s, like 85, 86. So he would have probably been at La Tech at 84, because he wasn't drafted then. So it's possible he would have been there. And I think he was on the 96.
Yeah, and I think Robinson's too young. That's
why and I mean, of the other names, Barkley maybe. I don't know if you said he wasn't on 96.
I don't think Barkley was on 96, and I don't know if Ewing was either. I think Ewing was out by then. Well,
yeah, I feel like Malone's better for time frame purposes, but Ewing also works because he was drafted in 85. So,
all right, you went with me last time. Let's go with you. What do you got?
All right, I guess we'll go Karl Malone since you kind of were in the same place as me, and we'll hope for the best for it. So, we'll check in Karl Malone.
All right, and UW's.
I don't know if we were reading too much into the question about defense, because that's kind of where we definitely had a discussion about Ewing. But I think we both agreed that Ewing didn't make it to 96. And in my head, I just don't think of Karl Malone as a defense guy. Again, could be reading too much into it, but I was fairly positive. I know Robinson was in 96, and I'm pretty sure he was there in 92. So, yeah, we checked in with David Robinson.
All right. Unfortunately, neither team getting any points on this one. He was mentioned. We were looking for Charles Barkley.
Really? I didn't think he was on 96 Dream Team.
Yeah, he's over there gambling.
All
No, in Atlanta. They were
Yeah,
gambling in
it's in Atlanta.
All right. So, team linked answer so far, Charles Barkley. All right, on to question 2. Probably my hardest question of the evening, so don't take too long on it. All right, question number 2. The 11th round fullback was selected by the Vikings in 1989. He would not make the Vikings roster, but would sign with the Jets. He would rush for over 500 yards as a fullback for 4 straight years with 30 touchdowns over that time, 11 in 1991.
Things I learned today that there were 11 rounds in 1989 NFL draft.
That's where you took your fullback and your kicker.
Evidently.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt, I don't think I'm going to be very much help because as much in-depth knowledge that I have of drafts, the 11th round in 1989 is not one of those things.
What?
You only
And
got the first 10.
Not so much the draft position that usually just Jets fullback from the 90s. Just
Yeah,
that.
there's also
yeah.
that when I was a small child.
11 touchdowns in 91? I mean, this is a name that I probably should know or at least have heard before.
Yeah, but he didn't play for your team.
I see
Or
where
wait.
you're going with that. Okay, we're gonna try to
yeah, I
reverse
see what you're
engineer
saying.
this for a theme that we don't have. Okay.
Yeah, think of the theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, think of the theme that we definitely.
Here we go. Let's start going.
I didn't even know those were.
Let's do that.
If that's what it is, do you want to go with the theme after?
Why not? I mean, what else we got?
Oh my gosh, if that's it, that would. I said that last time. Like, if that's it, that would be funny. It might. I don't think it is, but it'd be fun to try.
All right, answers. Come on.
Sure. I think as good a name as any, Tim. So.
All right, we'll check in.
All right, Caleb Williams for MVPs checked in. Matt and Marcus UW.
I don't have.
The only thing
I don't have
I'm
anything.
the only thing I'm trying to search my brain about is because didn't that Freeman McNeil was their running back for the Jets back about that late 80s, right?
Yeah.
And I have a name in there, but I have no idea.
So just say it if you have it because
Baxter.
we don't have time. Okay.
Okay.
I've never heard that in my life, but if that's what you think it is, then go for it.
Okay. We're gonna check
That's
in
all
with
we have.
Baxter.
All right, and over to Caleb Williams for MVP.
We were in the same boat. I have no clue. We're just going to guess with the name Moore.
All right. Well, one team getting points.
What?
The correct answer is Brad Baxter.
What are you even talking
Sorry.
about?
What?
I don't even know what to say to that. That is just beyond my scope.
When I think of Jets running backs from the 90s, fullbacks, whatever, it's Adrian Morrell and Brad Baxter.
But Morrell was a running back. He
Yes,
went
that's what
over
I'm saying.
1,000
Both-
yards. Oh,
Yes,
I
but
see
both
what
of
you're
them were.
saying.
He had 11 touchdowns and 500 yards as a fullback. He was
I
like the
just-
LaRon McClain of the 90s.
But like the early 90s and the late 80s was that Freeman McNeil. Yeah, and I remember Baxter. The reason I picked him is because he was blocking for Freeman McNeil. Because for some reason I don't remember why, but in the 80s, somebody gave me like one of those little like half footballs, whatever, and it was a Freeman McNeil. So I kind of paid attention to him. I just remember that Baxter was his fullback that blocked for him. That's the only thing I had.
All right, let's move on to question number 3. But before
I had
that,
it marked as incorrect already. So like I said,
theme linked answer so far, Charles Barkley and Brad Baxter. And question number 3. This quarterback played for 8 different professional teams in his career. He set the record for single-season passing yards in 1991 and single-season passing touchdowns in 1994. He also has the last successful drop kick for points in NFL history. Today, you can find him alongside Frank Thomas in some very cringy commercials.
We can check in.
All right, UW has checked in. Caleb Williams for MVP. Talk it out.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think.
I'm pretty sure it's Doug Flutie, right?
Yeah, I don't remember the commercials part, but I can imagine he probably did. What is it called? Nugenics? Is that
Yeah.
the one? No. Yeah. 8 teams? Sure.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. I can think of a few off the top of my head. So that
Well, and it
makes
says
sense.
professional team, so that's going to include the CFL.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
imagine.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm pretty sure he had that drop kick.
Yeah, when
In
he's a Patriot, I think.
2004. Yeah, whenever
No,
when he was with them.
No. Either way,
But-
yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
we'll check
sure.
in with Doug Flutie.
All right, and UW's.
Yeah, Doug Flutie. Text rocket to 6969 or something like that. So,
Do you want a boner? Talk to Doug Flutie, Frank Thomas, and I think Lenny Dykstra.
T.O.
yeah,
now.
is it
T.O.'s there.
Nails?
Oh, T.O.'s there
hanging
now.
out.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
cool.
cool.
Good for him.
Anyway, both teams getting their points here. The correct answer is Doug Flutie. And unrelated, did you know Extends? Remember the Extends that Jimmy Johnson was
Yes.
pushing for a while? Apparently, they were getting sued for false advertisement. Who would have
What? No.
No!
way. That is a total shocker.
These guys walking around with giant hogs just taking pills.
Giant hogs.
Yeah, but they're not jumping over. They're not very good pole vaulters, though.
No, that guy's probably going to sue Extends for a different reason.
Mhm.
All right.
Would you rather win a gold medal or be that guy?
That guy. That's easy. That guy.
He
I was like,
signed like a $250,000 contract with a a
Calvin
porn
Klein?
company or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and also
thing is-
everyone on planet Earth knows he has a huge hog.
Mhm.
I
Right?
know.
It's got to
The
be
only-
exhausting, though.
So he pops up out of nowhere, right? And is the most famous person in
He
the world
pops up
until
all right.
until
Ray gun.
that breakdancing Australian
Yeah, ray gun.
just
Yeah.
showed up and just destroyed his life and just like, nope, I got this now, and now I cannot go
Hey,
on any
hey,
social media without seeing her.
Real quick, this is just a real quick aside. How about that high jumper who could have split a gold and we would have been one ahead of China, and he said no. The other guy had already split a gold in Tokyo and was
Yes.
willing to do it, and he was like, nah, bro, we're jumping off. And they just kept lowering the bar until one of them missed, and he was the one who missed, so he got silver.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
admire it. I respect it so much. I'm like, hell
I-
yeah, we don't
I
tie
agree.
around here.
If the female boxer that was in question, if she wouldn't have won the gold, she beat somebody from China,
Yep, she did.
so that kept them out of beating. Right.
Mhm. Where was she from? Like
Iran.
Kazakhstan or something like that?
Iran.
No, it was like
Algeria.
Algeria.
Algeria,
that's what it
there
was.
you go.
Algeria, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but kudos to not getting the medal lead for refusing to share a gold
Right.
medal.
Who shares anything? What do you just have it on weekends?
Exactly.
How does that work?
Exactly. He
Anyway.
made the
Don't
right
ask
choice.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, theme linked answers. After question 3, we have Charles Barkley, Brad Baxter, and Doug Flutie. Question number 4. This offensive formation was considered to be the most productive and innovative offensive scheme in college football during the 70s and 80s. Last team known to use this formation primarily was the Army Black Knights in 2018.
Yeah,
Mhm.
check it in. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're all in.
Second.
Just push all of them.
Second.
All right, Caleb Williams for MVP has checked in. UW's talk it out.
All right, so I threw over to Marcus Veer, the wishbone, the triple option. I think that's what Army ran, was the triple option, wasn't it? Because they didn't run the Veer.
Yeah, but them and the Air Force basically still run it.
Not Air Force. Air Force runs the raid stuff. You're talking about Navy. Army and Navy run it.
Air Force also runs.
The triple option?
Mm-hmm. It's more of a
So-
wing T, but it's
Oh, your wing T. I forgot about that.
I don't, because half the teams in our in high school league run that, and it's so dumb. Anyways, actually, we moved up a classification, so we don't have to worry about that anymore.
So
But
when you don't have talent, you have to run misdirection all day long.
or you're Bellevue High School and you have all the talent and it's unstoppable.
All right, so Army in 2018.
Because they're still running some form of the option, and it is a formation. So what you're saying about wishbone would be more accurate, or like flexbone, or oh gosh.
Well, the wishbone formation that I think of is the line quarterback, two halfbacks, and a fullback, and between the two of them set forth like 3 yards,
Right.
two or
that's the
3
wishbone.
yards behind the quarterback.
Right.
And that's essentially the triple option also, right? Because the fullback
Well,
will
the
run
option,
a dive.
the triple option is the philosophy of the offense. It's not the formation. The formation is just what they line up in. You could
True.
run anything out of that formation, but it's got to be.
Yeah.
So wishbone would make sense. I mean,
Yeah, veer
wing T's not terrible.
Formation. Veer is a
Veer
is
is
an
a-
offensive theory or
yes,
offensive.
yes.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
It's a
So you say wing T?
scheme. It could be because the wing T typically is 2 wingbacks and a fullback under center, and like 70s and 80s is where it belongs. Teams in the 21st century shouldn't be running the effing wing T. It's so absurd and gross, and I hate it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's very clear that our opponents here probably have some sort of idea of the theme, the way they were talking and reacting. So, and that doesn't help us because we don't. So we can just say wing T and call it because I don't really know.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna check in with wing T.
All right, and over to Caleb Williams for MVP.
Yeah, we were trying to go through formations, trying to think of that, and first of them made sense, at least from description, time frame, everything. Went with this one, so we checked in with wishbone.
All right, one team getting their points here. Yes, it is the wishbone. You guys were close. You just went the wrong way. And yeah, I mean, triple option, Matt, like Marcus said, triple option can be run out of like an I formation. It can be ran out of pretty much anything. As long as you have 3 options.
Ah, damn it.
All right. On to question number 5. But the theme length answers we have are Charles Barkley, Brad Baxter, Doug Flutie, and the wishbone. So question 5. This first round end and defensive end would only play 2 years in the NFL. He is a NFL champion, a CFL Grey Cup champion, a NFL Coach of the Year, a CFL Coach of the Year, and a member of the CFL and NFL Hall of Fame. He is one of 2 coaches to lead a team to the Grey Cup and to a Super Bowl. Oh, he's also an NBA champion.
We can check in.
All right. You Dubs checked in? Caleb Williams for MVP can talk it out.
I have it, Tim. It just dawned on
Yeah.
me with the last part. Bud Grant.
Perfect.
It fits the theme too.
Okay.
So check in Bud Grant.
All right. And over to you, Dubs.
Bud Grant. Yep.
Yep. This is the late Bud Grant. Both teams getting their points here. Yeah, I knew he was. I wasn't, I guess, terribly aware of how long he coached in the CFL as well. So, and played there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So after that, theme linked answers, we have Charles Barkley, Brad Baxter, Doug Flutie, the Wishbone, and Bud Grant. So I do have a theme link guess for both teams. Checking in after question 3, we had Caleb Williams for MVP. Why don't you guys let me know what you had?
Barkley and Baxter, and that kind of triggered a little something in my brain for movie dog names. And then when I saw Doug, I thought Up, and so we checked in with movie dog names.
All right, and UW checked in with the same thing, fictional dog characters, which is acceptable as well. I was a little lenient. I don't think Barkley, but maybe he was in a movie somewhere, but he's from Sesame Street. Baxter is Ron Burgundy's dog. Doug is from Up. Wishbone was the PBS TV show Wishbone, and Bud, everybody knows their Bud. So there we go. I tried my best to find a question for Sprocket, but I could not think of a way to get that in.
Yeah,
Bonus points. Anybody
if I
knows who
had
Sprocket is.
Oh gosh, that makes me so mad. Here's the thing, and this might get me canceled for the other reason of not saying something offensive, but just being an idiot. I've never watched Up. Never watched it one time. And I was thinking about Baxter from Anchorman, and we were talking about Wishbone. I was like, well, that'd be cool if there were more dogs in here. And then once you said Wishbone, I was like, damn it. I should have gone with dogs. That's annoying. So anyways, yeah.
That's how we knew. That's how we got number 4. Like that's the only reason
Right.
was because we were already locked in. So.
I know, and that's why I said it in my answer. I was like, they obviously know it because they're going
They
off of
confirmed
whatever
it.
the theme is, and I was like, I wish I knew, and I would have said Wishbone because
The funny thing was Tim at the very beginning. So our joke thing was that there were going to be animal sounds in the names for Charles Barkley, and so I guess that got us into thinking about animals because we were just kind of thinking about it anyway. And so yeah, once Baxter came up and I mentioned, I was like, yeah, I think that's Ron Burgundy's dog, if I remember correctly. And then we were just on the animal trail pretty much the rest of the
what do
way.
you
So
love?
When
Little
we
scotch?
thought that the answer to the first question was David Robinson, I said it was BTP members with their first name, David.
Yeah, that would be good.
We've done that before, so it's soon enough it'll come up again. All right. So after the third quarter, we have a score of UW times 2, 310, and Caleb Williams for MVP. After that round takes the lead with 385. And that brings us to the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up. This quarter consists of 4 categorized questions that teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
And this just happened to work out, Marcus. I didn't know you were going to be here, but the categories for today are as follows. Screw you guys. I'm going home. That's baseball. Oh my God, you killed Kenny. That's an MMA. They took her jobs in bonehead athletes. And I thought this was America in Olympics. It's now time for the teams to place their wagers.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at BenchwarmersTP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the pod called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and share cool sports facts and trivia. If you'd be willing to rate and review us on iTunes or Stitcher, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
Now that the wagers are in, on to the questions. Question 1, category Screw You Guys. I'm going home. There are 3 Hall of Fame shortstops that were born and played their entire MLB career in the same city. 1, an AL MVP from the 50s with a difficult name to write in cursive. 1 is an NL MVP in the 90s, 12-time All-Star and a World Series champion. And 1 is a 2-time AL MVP, 1 in the 80s, 1 in the 90s, a World Series champion, and owner of 9 different baseball records, including the most plate appearances in a single game with 15, not an MLB game. Name 2 of the 3, sorry.
Ooh.
Okay, let's do that. We'll check in.
All right, Caleb Williams for MVP has checked in. UW, you got about 30 seconds. Answer and wager, please.
Hey,
All right.
man.
Do you agree with what I said?
I mean, that sounds right for the
90s guy.
yes.
I'm almost positive Barry Larkin was born in Cincinnati. So, and he played for one team. He definitely won an MVP, and
Mm-hmm.
he was on that World Series team.
15 played. That's the same one. Him as 15.
No.
plate
That's
appearance.
the
So this is
80s,
the
90s.
80s. Yeah. So the 15 plate appearance one, there was like the Pawtucket Red Sox or the Sox, the Pawtucket Sox or Sox. Sorry,
Sucks.
Sox. Sorry.
Pawtucket sucks.
Played
apparently.
some
Put
like
that down.
29 inning game in like the late 70s or something. So that would have probably been somebody with the Red Sox.
But Boggs didn't. Wait,
Yep.
it said entire career in the same city, so it can't be him.
And I don't think Boggs is from Boston.
Yeah, either way.
And obviously he didn't play for the Red Sox his entire career.
Did Mattingly only play for the Yankees? Or I guess he wouldn't have been an MVP.
Yes.
What about the AL MVP in the 50s? Anything on that? Difficult name to write in cursive?
I mean, difficult name to write in cursive. So like the names I was thinking of, like Phil Rizzuto, Mickey Mantle, Nellie Fox,
Luis Aparicio or whatever. Him.
Yogi Berra.
Do you have a second name? Because we just gotta we're out of time. We just gotta come up with a second answer.
I mean, so it's somebody who played for the Red Sox in the 80s and 90s.
Dave
He
Rice.
was there
That's
for
a
like
name.
his whole career.
I don't know who else he played for. I just said, didn't he win an MVP? Dave Rice. Is that his name? I know it's Rice.
Dave?
Something Rice.
Yeah, that was isn't Dave. It's you just say Rice and Larkin
Okay, we'll check that in. Rice and Larkin
for 90
How many?
points.
Thank you. And over to Caleb Williams for MVP. Answer and wager, please.
Yeah, we were with you there. We thought it was Barry Larkin. That was the one I came up with. And then Mason said that he knew that Phil Rizzuto was the one in the 50s.
And I think that's the reference to Billy Madison, where he's writing all the baseball terms in cursive, and he does the squiggle for the Z's on the chalkboard. I think that's the reference that he's giving for that. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have anything for it.
Mason with a movie reference in the
Look
fourth
at
quarter.
that.
I don't watch
Amazing.
movies.
Look at me.
I've
I don't
seen
know anything
Billy
about
Madison
that stuff.
far
Oh,
too many
geez.
times. Yeah.
For
So we checked in
100
with those
points.
two for 100.
All right. One team getting their points. Yes. So it's Barry Larkin, Phil Rizzuto. Yes, Mason, that is the reference I was going for. And the third one did not come up. It's Cal Ripken Jr.
I didn't think he had a second MVP. That's on me. I thought about him, but because obviously he played his whole career in Baltimore, but I just didn't think he won two MVPs.
All right. Question number 2, category, oh my God, they killed Kenny. Ken Shamrock's MMA career spanned from 1993 until his last fight in 2016. What jiu-jitsu and MMA legend defeated Shamrock in his final fight?
Oh,
Like, have the stage, my friend, because you know me and my MMA knowledge.
I mean,
Okay.
I do.
I trust whatever you're going to tell me, Tim.
That's how Matt's doing.
We'll
going
check in.
also.
Okay.
All right. Caleb Williams for MVP is checked in. UWs ×2. Marcus, talk to yourself.
Is it one of the Gracie
Talk
people?
to yourself is out, she said.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Matt?
Is it one of the Gracie people?
Yeah, it is. I'm almost positive it's the guy who won the first UFC 1 when there was no weight classes, there was no rules essentially. And he wore a gi, and I'm pretty sure it's Hoist Gracie.
So
that's
this would have
what we
been
checked
in his final, defeated Shamrock in his final fight.
Yeah.
2016.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they made it a big deal. Like, this has got to be, these two have to face off. They were big rivals back in the day, and yeah. So we'll check in with Hoist Gracie for 90 points.
All right. And over to Caleb Williams for MVP.
Yeah, we totally agree. I think it was out of respect that they decided that that he would have him as his last fight. So we checked in with Hoist Gracie as well for 100 points.
All right. Yeah. Shamrock fought Hoist Gracie in the last match. He did lose. Shamrock actually lost his last like 3 or 4 matches leading up to that. Kind of knew it was the end and called it quits after that.
Yeah, nobody tends to leave that sport gracefully. They don't know when to walk away. They always think they got one more in them.
I think that it's the cliff is too steep, man. Like Tony Ferguson.
I was just gonna say,
like, good night, dude.
He lost like 7 in a row to end his career, like one of the best fighters of all time. And
he's one of the guys that just runs through people. Like he just run through punches and try to just, it's just like,
yeah, it's tough.
Let's move on to question 3 in category. Victor Jr. What Ohio State cornerback was a first-round pick and was released by the Las Vegas Raiders in 2021 after a video surfaced of him brandishing firearms and making death threats? I do not think he's related to Lego Batman.
We'll check in.
All right, Caleb Williams for MVP is checked in. UW ×2, talk it out.
Yeah. I'm fairly positive this is Gary on Conley.
Okay. I thought this. I don't know.
Oh no!
That name doesn't
Excuse
ring a
me. No, that's a different Ohio State corner. The Lego Batman clue got me there. Sorry. This is Damon Arnett. Is who it is.
There you go. Yep, Arnett.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll check in with Damon Arnett for 90 points.
All right, and over to Caleb Williams for MVP.
Oh man, I forgot the Raiders drafted multiple Ohio State cornerbacks that didn't work.
It got me for a
Gary-
second.
Yeah, I forgot about Gary Conley. Man, that's a name I've heard in a while. Yeah, first thing I thought of was Arnett. Makes sense for the Batman reference. So yeah, checked in with Arnett for 100 points.
Yeah, both teams getting their points here. The correct answer is Damon Arnett. He landed again with the Dolphins after that, and then didn't make the team or stayed on the practice squad, and then was not re-signed, and then with the Chiefs again after that, and then got in more trouble, and the Chiefs got charges of assault with a deadly weapon, carrying concealed weapon without a permit, and 2 counts of possession of controlled substances. So yeah, didn't know. Given multiple chances, and just stuff like that will always boggle my mind. On to question 4, the fourth and final question. Okay, category. I thought this was America. Former Oregon Duck runner Cole Hocker used a ferocious kick at the end of his race to shock Olympic favorites from Norway and Great Britain to win the gold medal for the USA. Hocker became the 4th American in Olympic history to win a gold at this distance. Name the distance and the 3 other Americans. No, I'm kidding. I just want.
I was going to say, what the hell?
Just the distance, please.
I was about to say that is the most absurd question that has ever been asked. We'll check in.
All right, UW's ×2 is checked in. Caleb Williams from MVP, talk it out.
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't. That's all I was waiting for you to.
I think
see
it's
you
the
said something,
1600. I think it's the mile.
Wait, what'd you say, Liz? Sorry, I didn't.
The mile, the 1600. That's 1600, right?
1600. It's not a mile.
Meters.
Is it? I don't think
1600 meters.
1600 meters. Is it? I don't think so. I don't feel like doing math this late at night, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that conversion works out that way, but okay. I don't have anything. So
Well,
I've
a
never
mile,
heard
a
of the
meter is how
1600
far?
meters.
3,
A meter is slightly bigger than a yard. So okay,
so
maybe
over
it
3
does
feet,
work.
right?
Okay, so
So
maybe
16
it does.
times 3.
Yeah,
you have
maybe it does.
48.
It's close. It's close to it. Sure. I don't know.
For the sake that I don't even want to say this, but my son runs track, and he runs the 800 and the 1600.
Okay, sure. I don't know. I don't have anything. I don't.
I think it was. I think it's a long. It's one we weren't supposed to win. I know that. I guess that said that in the question, but I think it's the 1600.
Do we actually have to name the 3 other Americans? It says that in the question.
No.
I know you mentioned it. I didn't try and
Just the
here.
distance.
That's
Just
fine.
the distance.
Is this the
I
hidden
think
hockey
it-
question? Never mind. Sorry. Something else.
Yes, it's a hidden Hocker question.
There you go. Sure. I don't know.
I think Prefontaine's another one of the other ones. I mean, I don't pay attention. You know that.
I'm letting
All right, let's
Tim
just check
have
in with
his
the
moment. That's
1600.
why he's
We'll check in with the 1600.
All right, and over to Caleb or UW ×2. Sorry.
If this were for the game, that would be very unfortunate. Because yes, Tim, in high school they definitely classify the mile as the 1600 meters, but in the Olympics, it is the 1500 meters is the mile. So again, thankfully, because I would have felt really gross and dirty if that's how you would have lost this game, but I don't think that it matters. So we are checking in with the 1,500 meters for 90 points.
And yes, one team getting their points here. The correct answer is the 1,500 meters. And the three other Americans, anybody? No?
He
No?
said, Tim
Jimmy,
said
Johnny, and
Prefontaine.
Nope.
No?
Not Pre?
How about
Nope.
post Fontaine?
Matthew Centrowitz in 2016.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Mel Shepard in 1908.
Oh, yeah.
man, right?
Old Mel. Yeah.
And
Old
David
Mel.
David Lux's roommate from Brown in 1904, James Lightbody.
Oh, of course.
Well, that's how he
Tom,
won.
1904 at the St. Louis Olympics, right?
Yeah, the one where
Lightbody.
They did those weird hydration
Mr.
experiments on
Lightbody.
the runners.
And you know, back then they were like, and there goes Lightbody around the bend. He's gonna go for the goal in 5 minutes and 31 seconds. Apparently Cole Hocker and I have the same birthday. I just found that out and he ran it in 3:27. Olympic record. 3:27, 1,500 meters.
That's incredible.
Yucky.
Well, this game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. Finishing with a more than respectable 540 points, we have UW times 2. And our clipboard captain is the game, who will be receiving the coveted Caleb Williams Award
That's dirty.
with a 600 score of 649. We have Caleb Williams for MVP.
Over under 4 years, 5 years until Williams is a permanent backup
Hall of
in
Famer,
the NFL.
MVP.
He's
Super Bowl
he's a Bears quarterback. He'll never throw for more than 26 touchdowns in a season, and he'll be out in 3 years.
You give me, what do you, Eric, what would you set an over-under at for passing yards?
For Caleb Williams?
Yes, this year.
Oh, geez.
Just you personally.
Defense,
don't think about a book.
No, their defense should be good. I would say he's less than, I'd say under 32.
I'm smashing that over. I'm smashing it.
Really?
I believe it.
All three defenses in the NFC North are going to be.
So that'll be our thing that we're going to track from now on. I'm putting it down in my notes in my phone.
Please.
Because the Vikings
3,200, right?
3,200.
Vikings defense is going to be solid. The Detroit's defense
where you
is
at with
much better.
Well,
I think the Packers defense.
Yeah, we'll talk about this after.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do a.
Tim, thank you again, sir, for coming on. We love having you on. You are welcome at any time. Take a minute. The floor is yours, sir. Anything you want to say?
And I know I won, but it really, after the Caleb Williams incident there and missing the last question, I'm starting to think my life choice is over again. But no, it's always fun, gentlemen. I appreciate you guys having me on. Even though I did miss out on the wheel for the fantasy football,
I told you, you're getting 2 entries next year. You've missed too
that,
many times. No, you're getting. I'll disguise it as a different name. It'll be It'll be Jim. It'll be Jim Teving. And
I'll just, as a bench warmer, I'll just have a team, and then you can be my co-owner, Tim.
There you
We
go.
can just run the whole thing.
Walling.
Oh wait, never done that before, have we?
No,
Oh,
right.
Yeah, cool. And Tim, with the shot, even
cool.
Tim, even with the shot at Caleb Williams, I will finish with saying this. I'd still rather have him over Dak. So
You would rather have my garbage man over Dak.
yeah. Has he got an arm? Because it doesn't matter. All right. Well, on behalf of Matt Doherty, Mason, Marcus, Tim, and myself, you've been listening to the Bench Warmers Trivia Podcast. And until the next time, we'll keep the bench warm.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch! Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes!
Into deep left center for Mitchell. And we'll see you tomorrow night.
That great music you're listening to is by Justin Nozick. Thanks to him for producing that music for us. You've been listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We are at Benchwarmers TP.
I'm Jerry Jones, and we're going all in.
No bakery.
We're not. Did
No-
anybody hear?
No bakery references, and
Did anybody hear?
no bakery references, and
We're
no,
going all in.
no tick references, no herpes
No,
references.
I'm behaving. Well, really,
He's a
I've
changed man.
we're gonna have a chlamydia 2025, so I'm just saving myself for that.
All right, I'll
We're gonna
stop
have
the
syphilis in
recording now.
2025.